I nearly forgot. I told you guys I was going to do manly manners at the end of videos, and I have not been doing it. So we've got some catching up to do. So Manly Manners, if you're just joining us, is a little book written in 1913, Don'ts for Husbands. It's advice for us to have good relationships. So we all benefit from Manly Manners most of the time. All right, so Manly Manners, page 29. Oh, this chapter is titled Jealousy. Jealousy. Manly Manners tells us, don't try to be a sultan. This is the West. You can't shut your wife away from other men. Don't insult her by trying. Ooh, that's very politically incorrect. So a sultan, if you don't know, would be a man of means, maybe a gentleman of the day in the East, probably of the more of the Muslim faith. And she's talking about the practice back then of putting women away and covering them in a burqa and hiding them from men. Where the Christian is, the interesting thing is we talk about, a lot of people think that becoming a Christian or taking on those values in your life puts you in bondage. Oh, you have to do this and you can't do that and you can't do anything fun. That's not true. The trust that you have in a Christian relationship actually gives you freedom, and freedom from jealousy is a good thing. Have you ever worked with anyone who didn't know or had a suspicion that their spouse was not being faithful to them? Have you ever been around a person like that? Because I have. I've worked with a guy that was pretty sure something was going on untoward, and it made his life miserable. He couldn't focus on his work. He couldn't focus on any other relationships. It was a constant, it consumed him, and it made his life a personal hell. And so, but we're talking a little bit about, I'm going to go off on a different direction here, but we're talking about having that trust in a relationship and not being smothering. Let me give you advice. So this is to young men. This will go a long ways. If you're a young person or even an older person and you're looking to attract a mate, I'm going to speak from a male perspective because that's the only thing that I can really speak on, not being a female. One mistake that you'll make if you meet a woman or a girl that you're really into and that you can see maybe you'd like the relationship to go further, one common mistake that a lot of men do is smother these women being overprotective or over chivalrous or showing too much attention to them. It's a hard thing to not do because when you meet that person, all you can think about is wanting to spend time with them. All you can think about is how you can do nice things for them. I understand, I've been there before, but oftentimes that is counterproductive. By lavishing too much praise, lavishing too much attention on a woman, you can frighten them off. It becomes a little bit weird. And 99% of the time, you're going to chase them off and you're going to end up empty-handed. You're better off, I know it sounds weird, you're better off to be somewhat aloof. I'm not saying cruel or unattentive, but maybe a little bit of the devil may care attitude. A little bit of, I would like to hang out, I'd like to do this thing, but I'm equally happy going out with my mates and going dirt biking or going and doing this. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you have an intent there, and you have to follow through and make sure you keep regular contacts, but resist that temptation to make yourself available all the time. And it's tough. I know it sounds weird, but that's what women will prefer that more. They like to know that they need to put some effort in. Well, they don't know if they know it subconsciously, but they need to. We always want what we can't have, right? If something comes to us too easy, we despise it. If we don't work for it, we despise it. So if you can be a little standoffish, if you be somewhat aloof, and where she doesn't really know what ground she's on, and if she completely has all of your attention, you will get it. Trust me, you just need to be smart about it because it's an important decision. And some folks might criticize this and say, well, you shouldn't be playing games and manipulating people that you've just met, but maybe and maybe not. It's an important decision. It's not just about you. This woman that you're going to choose to be a wife and maybe mother of your children, this is the most important decision you'll ever make. And so making sure, testing that, meeting your family, not jumping in too soon, not being made available too much. You're going to find out the type of woman she is, and you're going to find out a lot about her character, because you don't want to find out in 10 years through a divorce and now you've got 2 or 3 kids and going through that personal hell. I'm watching friends go through that at this particular time, and trust me, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's especially tragic when there's children involved. So when it comes to jealousy, I don't know, we're kind of straight off the path right there, but take heed. If you meet that woman, keep her close, but not too close, until that relationship can mature and you guys can move on from there. But that's my advice from experience. I've made that mistake before. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.